job. You're doing a great job stepping up.
3-year-old Ava Mooney is determined to do all the things other kids her age can do.
There we go.
But life for Ava hasn't been easy.
I'm at 18 weeks pregnant. We had an ultrasound. During the ultrasound they found something, and of course they didn't tell me right away. They just said you're going to have to come back tomorrow and then you're going to have to go to genetics, and I was like, oh my lord.
Ava was diagnosed with arthrogryposis. Her bones and joints didn't develop normally.
Here, Mommy.
So her joints were fixed when she was born. They called it ballerina feet, so how they're like pointed down. Her knees were hyperextended, which means they were bent the wrong way, about 10 degrees. Her wrists were kind of like curved in towards, and her fingers were very, very stiff, almost curled into like a little fist. At its worst when she was born, her legs were up above her head, like her feet were behind her ears. When they first gave her to us, there's literally no other words to describe it. She was folded in half.
How about you come and sit on the bench and let Cheryl just check your braces? Can I check your braces,
She underwent
please?
several surgical procedures on her knees and on her feet, and went through literally months and months and months of casting to try to get her feet nice and flat so she could stand on them on the floor.
We were a little guarded with regards to her prognosis for walking. So normally children that have disability in the lower extremities can use a walker or a device with their upper extremities to help them walking. And whereas Ava doesn't have that ability, we weren't sure if she was going to be able to initiate this walking on her own.
Come on then, let's go.
Ava has spent years working with physiotherapists and occupational therapists to help her improve the movement in her joints and muscles.
What color would you like? Green? This one?
When we first met Ava, I didn't know anyone else with her condition, and so really didn't know what to expect. She would scoot around on her bum, and she was determined to do what she wanted to do, and she found ways to do most everything.
I'm stuck. You're stuck. Do you need some help?
Ava's determination and hard work resulted in something no one saw coming.
And then one day I was in my clinic and they came in and said, "You'll never guess what I'm going to show you."
Okay, come back.
They brought up a video and here was Ava walking. My mouth dropped, physiotherapy's mouth, everybody just in shock.
Go, Eva, go.
Go, Ava, go.
She looked like she was having the time of her life on that video, and she was motivated. Once she did it once, she just wanted to keep doing it.
I was just so overwhelmed, I was so happy, and I was like, well, I cried at first, and then I was like, okay, gotta start calling people.
Look at baby, so pretty.
She's a bright little girl and has figured out many, many things on her own. As a therapist, you can only guide her and her parents on activities that will help with her development, but Ava herself has figured out many things.
While Ava's condition will never go away, this strong little girl and her family are focused on helping her experience life just like any other 3-year-old.
Without Dr. Jackman, without Cheryl, her physiotherapist, her occupational therapist, her surgeries, she would not be walking. It's been hard, but it's been a long road.
Here, Mommy.
Here, Mom. Whoa. That's it. Good girl.